Today's tune is the famous old American folk song On Top of Old Smoky, and I used to play and sing this when I was very, very young. I played it on the guitar, but today we're going to play it on the English Concertina. If you want a little bit of extra help with any of my videos, perhaps you might like to view two special videos that I recorded. One is called the English Concertina tab explanation, and it explains my very special tablature which I use, and also there's another video I did which is called an introduction to the English Concertina, which gives you lots of basic information on how to hold it and explains the instrument in quite a lot of detail. But anyway, if you know what you're doing, you can get straight into this. In today's tune, the key is going to be D major. Now D major's got two sharps. It's got F sharp and C sharp, but we're only going to play the first 6 notes of the scale, so we're not actually going to play a C sharp. At the bottom of the sheet you can see a little chart that says On Top of Old Smoky in D major. Notes used in ascending order, and they are as follows: D, E, F sharp, G, A, B. Now you notice those notes alternate from side to side. The D is on the right side, the E is on the left, the F sharp's on the right, the G's on the left, the A's on the right, the B's on the left. And we find this when we go up the ladder through the scale, if you like. You're alternating the sides. Now we've got a sharp, so the F sharp on my concertina is on the bottom row, right side, right in the middle there. I use my third finger to play it, and my concertina is a Jackie treble English concertina. Okay, so those are the notes. Now there are 4 pages which I've sort of crammed into one, so 4 sheets. Bear in mind these are spreadsheets that I've put together using the Numbers software on a Mac. So you read from left to right, but obviously you read down the page. It's a little bit of a weird concept to grasp, but once you've got it, I find if I just concentrate hard, dealing with each note in turn, then I find I don't have any problems. So we've got 3 beats of the bar, so we're counting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we come in on beat 3 with the D note. Now I'm going to start with my bellows shut, and my first note is 1, 2, 3, and then the first bit of the next bar is another D, and then I've got F sharp, and then I've got A, all on that right hand side. So the counting is after 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, okay? So in that second bar you've got a note on each beat of the bar, and actually that's running up through a major chord of D's. If you played those 3 buttons together, you'd actually have a D major chord, but we're playing the notes separately. Now we play another D, but this time it's an octave higher than the original D, and it's on the left hand side. Now you see that fills up the whole of that bar. There are no lines there that where the cells are, so you can see that D occupies all 3 beats of that bar. And the B, also on the left hand side, that occupies, if you look at it carefully, 5 beats. 3 beats of the first bar and the first 2 beats of the next bar. And then it's played again on the 3rd beat of that bar. So from the high D, you've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then on that 3rd beat you replay the B. Now, in the next bar, and remember every time you see that thick horizontal line going across the sheet, you know you've reached the end of a bar. You've got G, A, B. So the G on the left side, A on the right side, and the B on the left side again, and it's 1 beat each. And now in the next and the final bar of this, or final 2 bars of this page, you've got an A on the right side and an F sharp played at the same time. They're both held for 2 bars or 6 beats. And you've got the tune, which is the A, and the F sharp in brackets, the little harmony. So after 2, we'll play that first page. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And in fact I went into the next page because it doesn't really make sense otherwise. And on that next page you can see you've got some cells that have been merged. So in fact that A and F sharp from the previous page, they actually go on not just for 6 beats, but they actually go on for 8, because they go on for the last 2 bars of the first page and the first 2 beats of the first bar of the second page. And then you've got what you had before, D, D, F sharp, A, but this time you've got an E, which is held for 5 beats, 3 beats of the first bar that it's in and the next 2 beats in the next bar, and then you've got F sharp, G, F sharp, E, and then you've got D and F sharp held for 6 beats in that on those last 2 bars and 2 beats of the next bar on the next page. Okay, so you're getting the idea. So let's just go from the beginning, see what we've got. So we've got 1, 2. And you noticed I managed to play the whole of the first page pulling the bellows out, and the whole of the next page pushing the bellows in. You might want to change earlier than that. You might want to change sort of here if you like. Entirely up to you. So that's quite logical as well. Change back here. Now, in the third page, like the first bit, now here's a different bit on the last page. Now you've got 3 and 1, 2, 3. So we're talking about page 4. That's the page on the far right hand side of the sheet. You've got the D that comes in on beat 3. And then you've got another D played halfway through that beat 3 on an AND count that goes on the left hand side at the counting column. And you've got another D on the first bit of the next bar. So you've got 3 quick Ds. D, 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 F sharp, A, and then it's the same as before. So that's a bit of a new concept, and when we do that we are playing quavers. We're splitting our whole beats into 2. So that's the piece explained. You can download this sheet at the address on the screen now, and I'm just going to play the whole thing through for you once. Now, although I've written it with some of those notes sustaining for quite a long time, you can cut them a little bit short and give the bellows a little bit of a nudge just for a bit of effect. I'll see if I can show you what I mean. Let's play the first page. Something like that is quite a nice little effect. That little nudge, a little squeeze and stop, it just gives you a little bit of expression and some dynamics that you can introduce. But if you're, have only just started playing, don't worry too much about that. Just worry about getting the notes right and getting the timing right and getting the fingering right. Anyway, that is today's tune, On Top of Old Smoky, and I hope you enjoyed it.